And we got bananas in chat from Hamstap85, Humbly B, Emerald Rain, X089, Nina Fina 97, Sir, thanks a lot, Jerome 968, Fira Lol, Billman 68. Why are all these taken? I Belzebul, Bioke 1, The Awesome Kitty, Not a Number, More 760, Ollie Sullivan, and Winnie T. Ford. And P-Ace with a big banana. Jeez. And a zombie MC. I've read all the bananas in the chat. Amazing. Amazing. Sometimes when I read the bananas, I start stumbling and fumbling. And today wasn't one of those days. Apparently today is a good talk day. That's nice to know. Lets you know how the stream might go down. So welcome back to another live stream, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. It's late in the evening, or later than when I usually stream. Normally I'll be wrapping up a stream about now, but we're heading on to a new schedule, doing streams later in the day. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. It feels good. I've shifted my eating pattern so I eat later in the day, and it helps so much with hunger cravings, so I'm really liking it. Peeps, we've got a plan of action from the end of the last stream to build an intersection here. I'm kind of tempted to build one of my own, but at the same time I know it's going to end up being awful, right? Nice to see music for X, to be honest, says New Age Rap sucks. New Age Rap doesn't suck. Jeez. Now I can't agree with you. Yeah, pre-stream music was sixth. I forget which song it was off of that album. I just picked one that was short because I wanted to jump straight into the stream. Listen to that record again. That record is a giver. It gives and gives and gives and gives. Like when I wrote my my blog on it, I listened to it like at least 25, 30 times, and I gave it, I think it was like a 9.5 out of 10. I was like, this album is seriously awesome. And since then, it's exactly the same thing. Like when I first listened to that record, it was like, yeah, it's all right. But then every time I got through it, it was always just a little bit better than last time I listened to it. And it still feels like that. It's just such a really well put together record. Let's mess around a little bit here. I want to use some anarchy and no grid snapping. That doesn't seem to allow me to put something right in the middle here. How am I going to do this? I think maybe we just 1, 2, 3, 4 and build a roundabout with that. Is it possible to do such a thing? Also, let's start again. I'm gonna bring it a little bit lower. Let's use a different road type as well, like a 2-lane one-way. Yes, that one. We got a noise in the ear from Sir Thanks a Lot, who's resubscribing for 33 months in a row, saying we moved into the new apartment. Still a lot to do. Still a bit behind on the video, but soon I will be back on track. Sir Thanks a Lot. Thank you for the support. I hope the move goes well. I hope you enjoy the new adventure. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Ollie Boy says, isn't it just noises in your ear? What, the music? Yeah, all music is just noise in your ear, right? Literally, that is all it is. But it's magical. I don't. It's like so mysterious why music can be so powerful. I know there are obviously some people who don't get that effect, and you know, where is your soul? Okay, I was trying to put in a funny insult there, but it wasn't very funny. But seriously, music is magical. And okay, so I think about there, that feels like the halfway point just there. Now, I can't do. Not sure if this next idea is really going to help me. This is where we need this tool, right? And now we actually need our snaps, I think. Yeah. I think we're going to end up. Oh, we're going to end up with a wonky road. It's going to be a wonky one. Okay, let's try again. So we got the 90-degree angle. The problem is it's trying to build to this road, and I'm trying to imagine this road ain't here. So when we delete that, you know, maybe we can just rebuild it a couple of times until we're happy. Maybe I don't want to aim for perfection, otherwise we'll be here all day. So that's not the prettiest of looking roads, is it? But it'll do. It's a good start. X, did you hear about the Notre Dame? Couple of people asking that. am I? If I'm going to turn on my phone and go to the news, am I going to see something about Notre Dame? Because when these events happen, like we've had a few recently, I prefer not to talk about them here for the most part. I think sometimes I feel like tragedies that happen, you talk about them and you give power to people who want to bestow tragedy. Okay, so it's on fire. And I don't know if that is intentional or an accident, but it's on fire. Wow. Well, that's a very famous building right there. A historic building, you know. We want to preserve these pieces of history. I guess it's obviously quite awful that something like that is happening. Is this? We drive on the right-hand side. That's right-handed roundabout, right? Or is it? No, it's left-handed. Because I would drive in this way and go that direction. I drove on a roundabout today, which is very helpful right about now. Let's try that again. So I'm pressing the wrong button, basically. There we go. So it would be that way around. Let's get our highway ramp back up here. And try and make some nice, slick, short, compact connections. Oh, why are you doing this to me? They're looking terrible now. It's, the way this thing gets changed, it feels like it's warped. We need that Move It mod. I really should have put that on. Is it an egg about? Says Connor. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's an egg about. Let's just go back to the drawing board here for a second. My brain just kind of dawned with a little bit of a perhaps better idea. Now the real problem is that I can't snap. 1, 2, 3. There is one pixel of hope. Can we find the pixel of hope? Maybe zooming in helps. Yes, we can. Now, if I do a straight road, see, this is the thing. I need a guideline here. I need a halfway across guideline, and I'm not getting one. So we have to determine the halfway point, and we're going to have to eyeball it. I think it's there. So if I can just do that, that means I can demolish this. Excellent. And then we can... see, now we've got grid lines over here. Let's go all the way to there and determine our own halfway point again. Okay, but now what we're going to do is the same thing. Ooh. Are we going to do it? Is it going to be possible? Will you go to the middle? You won't be a straight road, that's for sure. I guess I kind of learned that a moment ago. And then that's going to... Maybe a different type of road to begin with might help. It's a bit different. Aha. Yeah, I think we might need a... you know, I'm just getting flashbacks now. I'm remembering how long you can spend building something like this. Okay, so we want to go... You know, we want like a perfect distance here, but we're not going to get it. Unless we're very, very lucky. I thought I saw it. There it is. Perfect distance. So this is this roundabout that we're currently making is bigger than I want it to be, but we can change that. Scary Boy says Sky Factory 4 is in development and releasing in a couple of hours. Wow. So apparently renovation work might have caused the fire, and it's an 850-year-old Gothic building. And the cathedral's spire has collapsed. And last year they were appealing for funds because the building is crumbling. Interesting. I mean, these things can happen. Hopefully no one gets hurt. You know, losing the building sucks, obviously. Okay, so that's the halfway point. We can see that now. But I feel like we should go out by 2 blocks from the halfway point. Just because the road that we're working with seems to be a little bit bigger than that. So 1, 2. That is good. Again, 1, 2. I'll do it like that. How do we do this again? have what I want there. It's, yeah, okay, 1, 2. It's like that, isn't it? Okay, so this is where things get tricky. We want to preserve these points here. In fact, I think what we want to do is this next. Because we have shortened the distance of these roads. Cool. Now, we know that it's... Oh, look, it's got the grid line for us. That's awesome. Is that actually in line? Okay, it kind of highlights the colour when it is. So what one are we doing? We're working with that one. And then over here, we're working with that one. Okay, so now we have an actual roundabout. And we can remove these roads. Sweet. The next thing we're going to do is get the ramps onto this thing before we upgrade the roads. So let's go... I like the idea of the ramps being quite long, like that. Now we're going to interrupt some props there, so hopefully I can come back and fix those later on. I have an idea. We can use this elevated thing right here. Now if I upgrade... Okay, that didn't do anything, did it? If I do that, we force elevation. That didn't actually do what I wanted it to do. They're putting out the fire now, says Edenham. I'm sure they're attempting to. I mean, the picture that I saw, it looked like quite a big blaze. Right, I think we forced elevation of the road, not elevation of the land. Let's get rid of the bulldozer. And, you know, maybe we go for a real long stretch here and go out as far as that. Now that looks slick, I think. And that's what I want to have. A nice close... except the ending gets a little bit much because of the anarchy. So perhaps not. It's just the same connection, isn't it? Okay. So we'll connect to that one. But it makes it look a lot nicer, I think. So then we'll go roughly parallel. And yeah, that's the way to do it, right? Now if we add that mod, we could adjust the height of this a little bit and make it a little bit smoother. But that is what I am looking for. And when we upgrade the road, I hope it stays the same. If it doesn't, we could actually not have a highway road here. That might be the smarter thing to do at this point in time. So we've got a noise in the ear from Shambassam96, who's resubscribed for 15 months. Shambassam, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it. Saying, yay, it's X o'clock. Peace and harmony to you, sir, and thank you. Thank you for your support, buddy. I like the peace and harmony. I like it. Thanks for 15 months. Are you going to do a series on Nadav, City Skylines? No, I'm just going to stream it. That's all I want to do. And I might not stream it for a long time either. I mean, I've certainly had my fix of this game in the past, you know. I just having fun. We're just hanging out, having fun. That's it. Okay, so that should be parallel on both sides. It certainly looks a bit ropey here, but I think we get away with it. That, my friends, is actually looking pretty good. Now, when they come onto this bit, it needs to be a one-way road for starters. But can we get a one-way road that has a faster speed limit? Speed 40, and then these ones are speed 60. Now, it might end up looking ugly, but we'll give it a shot. Immediately need to undo that. Oh, I hope I didn't change the rockiness there too much. I think I did. That's awful. There's too many lanes. Does this have a one-way for medium industry road? I had not noticed that before. There's also like another industry road there. Let's see what it looks like with the one-way. That one, because that has the better speed limit. Okay, it's holding shape. Oh, that's perfect. That's wonderful. Now, does it go the right way around? It does as well. Sweet. Sweet! That is a good looking intersection. I'm glad we took the time to do that. I'm glad we took the time. Has a Suma tried TMPE? No idea what TMPE is. Ibelzebul says noob question. Can someone explain what the anarchy feature is? The anarchy feature allows you to do, like, watch this, right? Let's go like this. And you see how it goes red? The game decides, no, that's not going to be a correct type of road. You can't do that. You can't have some... Like, you can do that, but you can't do this. So it puts limitations on, and Anarchy just removes those, right? It allows us to do weird things like raise the ground up. And essentially, these are... Do you know what? This is a very low intersection, might I add. It's all right. It is low. It's really quite low. You just can't get in close enough. Oh wow. Okay. So we need to get that mod that allows us to edit things even more advanced. You know, move things around. But that's cool. I mean, they go through, so that's fine. Obviously, over here we're going to have a connection. This looks like a simple road to connect. There we go. Okay, so that'll be able to make some connections. Now we wanted to make our own roundabout here. Didn't I say that we were going to make this a big U roundabout? We have possibly missed our opportunity to do that, unless I want to edit this big time, but I don't think I will. We'll change our original idea now. I think I know what I'd like to do here. Now it's not too high off the ground, so I think we're going to mess around with the anarchy a little bit again. We're going to have this forced elevation of the land, and let's create a 4-lane two-way. Is that like wasn't there an industrial one as well? Yeah, this thing, this sucker. So we'll bring it off from our midpoint and just have it go like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you'll be able to turn in 2 lanes there, turn out 2 lanes, and we shouldn't have too much overlapping traffic. If we want to exit, we go around there and exit here. So if we have a lot of traffic that wants to exit that way and come in this way, then we might see a problem as they kind of merge over this side. We'll see how that plays out. Right, now I'm going to remove this tool that we've been using and go back to the regular industrial road that we've been using as well, and just let's bring it out to there. Now it wants to create. That kind of looks all right, doesn't it? In fact, that should probably really be further back. So I am going to rebuild that road. But yeah, this looks reasonable. I think what we'll do is we'll make like an end of the road there. Oh, that ramp doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Let's use the tool. Still doesn't look good. That's more like it. Okay, that's I like that a lot actually. That's really cool. Potato Lord says, "Hi X, love Hermitcraft. Did not know you played City Skylines. Well, now you do know." Sonny says, "Are the industry roads free in the update, or do you need the industry DLC for it?" No idea really. I just slap stuff together and play. I don't know if it came from a DLC or whatever, but it's new to me. It's here. I would guess it did because it wasn't there before, I believe. And anyway, yeah, if you're watching City Skylines here for the first time, I have done series of it on my channel. If there's more, if you want more, did some big series on it back in the day. Alright, so we can go check out how this whole industry is going. We're making profit. We've got some area bonus. We've got max workers. I'm wondering if we should start trying to increase efficiency here. Increases storage capacity of extractors and buildings by 20%. Increase up cost by 10. Let's go for improved logistics. Increases working. Let's just do that. Let's just do all of this. Robots and other automated systems make the production faster and more accurate. Increases production output by 10. Increase, yeah, let's just do all of that. Alright, we'll try and make this area nice and efficient. We've given it a connection to the outside world. And we've got all of these free fields here in which to expand our industry. Now we need to take care of its need. Oh, wow. That's a cool looking vehicle. Okay, so when it comes to this area, It might be that we want to shorten the length of this journey, right, and add an extra little road here. It might just be, my friends. It might just be. I think we'll make it so. Make it so, number one. Oh. I bet I made a few people slightly excited for a moment then. And most people that went... Whew. Randy says, I was in there back in the 60s and saw it for the first time. It was mind-blowing. Saw what for the first time? David David. Oh, David says Star Trek reference. Whoa! I love The Next Generation. That is such an amazing, amazing show. It's really one to watch. I think I've watched it like 3 or 4 times, and at some point I'd like to watch it again. There's quite a few shows where I'm like, I want to watch it again, like Breaking Bad. I want to watch Game of Thrones again. I want to watch The Wire again, and probably Next Generation. But I kind of find it lately, for the last few years, I found it really weird to like go back and watch old stuff. I kind of like to keep looking forward and engaging with new things. Which might sound a little bit odd, but it's just, I don't know. I get like, so I say that, like, I want to watch it again, but then I kind of don't. Like, I feel like there's some deeper sort of topic there, but I don't know how to get to it. Ergophobic says, X rapidly become one of my favourite streamers, honestly. Oh, thank you. Lovely message. Glad you enjoy what we do here. I mean, I'm assuming by being the favourite, you know, you enjoy it. I'm making an assumption. Jeez, give me a break. We basically got to wait for this thing to hit 3 stars, right? And then we can start building some new stuff. It's saving, I think. It just lagged for a second. Let's click on that one, bring this open, just double check that again. So we're pretty much there. We're 30 resources away and we have enough workers. So we're about to upgrade. Let's speed it up. And let's assess the impact. You know, it might be a really good idea to just have a little slip road system here. And let our truckers go out that way. Yeah, I got a good idea for that. So now we have a printing press, a medium tree plantation, and a large yard. The old yard. Let's actually leave this thing playing because we're just generating money, and we should check on vitals of the city. Electricity is good. Water budget I think was maxed last time I checked. We are pushing it there, aren't we? Okay, let's go take care of some of these problems. So, more poopy water near the posh place. It might start to flood. There could be some potentially interesting developments. It says can't build on water. So, does that mean the shoreline is now back here? Very strange. We shall one day build a better water system is the idea. We got a noise in the ear from Com8Com. No, sorry, Com8Com8. Jeez. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate using the Amazon Prime on me. Thank you, Com8. I hope you're enjoying the chilled out, relaxed, building the city stream that we're doing here today. Having a good time. Doing some simple stuff. Dumping dirty poop water into the ocean as we do. And plopping down another water tower somewhere. We will eventually do something better. Should we put it? No, let's not put it in the park. Let's put it over here near this road. That's a good place for it to be. Oh yeah, power for this thing here. Glad I remembered. We need a power line. Okay, checking the vitals. Garbage is good. Healthcare seems to be good. Death care. That looks fine. Oh no, clicking on the wrong thing. Police, fire safety is reasonable, not so reasonable over here. I mean, I could chuck something in, but I'm feeling a bit stingy. Jails, we've got a problem with the amount of detained criminals. Can we actually build a prison? We could. Maybe another police station is just in order somewhere. It kind of feels like we got most of this area covered. We just have a jail problem. I'll tell you what we'll do for that. Let's increase the budget here a little bit and hope it helps. Okay, and then we've got a noise in the air, and then it looks like we can lower that a teeny tiny bit. Okay, so back on track and focusing over here. We're going to build a little slip road after we add some stuff. The Last Psycho is here, resubscribed for 20 months. The Last Psycho, thank you ever so much for resubscribing. Appreciate using the Amazon Prime on me. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. We've got Average Martin here, resubscribing as well for 10 months. Wow. Saying almost a year already. Also wanted to thank you for getting my health on track, X. Down my first 10 LBS. Is that pounds or... That's not the one we use in the UK. Oh, sound like a fool. Got a ways to go, but it's a start. Dude, keep at it. Keep at it, my man. That's great. Pat yourself on the back. That's awesome. Well done. And then just keep doing it every day. I heard this quote today that I really loved. And it goes something along the lines, and I might butcher this, and I might make it awful, but it was something like, let me stop talking to think about it and then say it. I'm going to drink some water quickly. I remember what it is now. Fitness is rented and the rent is due. And I love that. I love that idea. The rent is due every single day. You know, like, you've got to work for your fitness. And yes, it gets easier when you are fitter. But it is a reward. Peace. It gives you good health. Good. Oh, this is yeah. Okay. I thought those were actual trees. You know, it gives you healthy body, healthy mind, and the power of that is immense. It is immense, I believe. Okay, let's check it out. We got 4,800, and then we go up to 8,000. Now, this is kind of like double the size, yet you don't quite get double the amount. I reckon what we could do is just replace everything there, one at a time. We could even possibly shimmy it over, and then get an extra one over here. So, by the way, thinking about logistics and stuff, these go to those, and I haven't really designed this layout to make that convenient or slick in any way. How could I change it? If we add like 8,000 all the way across there, all sets of 8,000, and the trucks are coming in from here, maybe if we shimmied this across, we have a road here going in, across and out, but you can zig through the middle. Maybe we can do something like that. X, please turn on straight slope. It will make your future roads with slopes much better. Say what? Is that something I already have? Because straight... How have I never noticed that? I think I know exactly what this does. I feel like you have told me to do something and I immediately understand what it is. If I go just a little bit off the ground and then go... What's it like when that's off? Snaps to the ground there. I think I know what that is. Yeah, I think I will leave it on and hopefully it'll help us next time we build a road. But I think I know what that is about. Okay, so let's look at getting this thing shimmied over a little bit. Okay, we're going to pause the game and redesign our logistics area a little bit. Let's get our industrial road back. We like that industrial road. There are one-way industrial roads, which may help with traffic. Let's make this a one-way in. Okay, you come in here. I don't really want to have an intersection that close, do I? Like, we don't want to double up on the intersections. If I do that, that's probably convenient in a weird way. The way it, yeah, no, that looks like the one. Okay, so let's get a bit of curvage going on here and see if we can't do that and then bring it down to the ground. Now it's snapped to the ground there. That's unfortunate. You know, I like to get the details right when we do this stuff, so let's try that one. Okay, now is that... It's a bit of a tight turn there. I think I like what we had before. And peeps, you know, I like to do this. I like to take our time and try multiple iterations. Yeah, some of these snaps are really awful. Oh, let's need a hotkey for this. Let's turn it off and do it our own way. We had it come across quite sharp before, and we seem to have lost that now. Just disappointing. Yeah, I'm just a bit worried that that looks super funky. Hang on, we had it really good and now we've lost it. That's maybe it's because I did a straight road out. That might have been what made it work. So we start off with that. Yes, that's more like it. And then we add in our curve. Okay, and let's get our snaps back now. That'll actually help. So far, so good. Want to bring it parallel-ish. All the way to the end there. Okay, I like that. I think that works pretty well. X's real occupation is to be a wordsmith, says INF. You know, of all the lyrical wordsmiths out there, okay, my brain is an actual wordsmith. Y'all that have been around me and what I do for a while will have heard the story many times of how I'm trying to think of a word to say and my brain gives me a combination of two words that could do the job. And I fuse them together. That is wordsmithing. You know? That is some true wordsmithing right there. I don't know who this Kanye fella is, but I ain't hearing no word fusing like that going on. Do you know what I mean? Let's put down this big old one right here. We'll calculate the numbers after we get a massive row of them, because we're just going to have fun rebuilding our industry and making it massive. Okay, in we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can squeeze 5 in now, so 5 times 8 is 40,000. Wow. Jobo Man says, did you see Notre Dame burnt down yet? I did see it. We learned about it, and it's a sad thing. Historic building. Was it 850 years old? This game is still lacking an undo button, says Jess. Yes, yes. I'd agree with that. An undo button would make a big difference in this one. So let's relocate. Wait, what is this again before I relocate it? It is our small log yards. Now, if we're thinking of making this a one-way road here, we may want to put that in this area and then bring our other production across. So we have sawmills at the moment. Excuse me. We have unlocked the sawmill, which creates wood, and the biomass pellet plant. Now we have a small log yard, which is probably for the other dust, a sawdust large, all types of wood chip storage. I mean, does this biomass need storage? Paper processing building needs to be placed inside industry area. What's the paper? No, processing building. That paper was on the other line. So do we need a building to store paper? Raw forest products, it describes there. And same description. I think forest, I think it's generic. So that's kind of big, and that could almost fit there. Wow, that's almost the spot to put it, really, isn't it? Might rearrange some of those roads then. Well, we're doing a lot of rebuilding. Wait, when it says raw, it means these, doesn't it? Whereas we want those to go straight into there. I wish there was a bit more of a straightforward guide to this. Like, at what point does that storage actually kick in? Because I want to make this efficient, but it might not work out that way. So, maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. Let's see how this behaves with this road coming in, and we need to observe more to learn. I shouldn't have destroyed what we just destroyed. Let's go. What was it again? Small log yard. That was it. Let's see the effects of this, because what if? What does that mean? Water. That's what it means. What I'm thinking now is, what if they don't actually go here first? What if they come off the road, or we have trucks coming around and, like, they can make a left-hand turn there, which I can disable, and I probably will. It would be wise to disable that, but we want to see if they actually use it. So far, I'm not seeing any left-hand turns. But I'm also not... Okay, one, that was a garbage truck. So maybe this is pointless if they don't need to go there first. Because that truck went into that place. Right, it kind of looks like... Let's sit back and watch. X, if you're going to leave that new road in, it would be better if you invert the traffic direction to flow onto the roundabout. It looks like you might be right. Because these trucks are not coming in the city to get here, are they? Yeah. Okay. So let's reverse the direct. Oh, but then 2 did. Then 3 did. Okay, so maybe it was a waiting game. Then quite a few did. Okay. Now it's seeing some use. But they're actually going here by the looks of it. They're going to the small... Where are these other vehicles coming from? I need a better way to understand what's going on here. Well, it certainly looks like they're going from here onto this road. So maybe that's the relation we need. That car just went straight past. We'll be patient, we'll wait. X, what do you think of Star Wars? Says Northie Plays. I think that it is a movie. And that I have seen all of them. I haven't seen the Solo movie though. Okay, where are they going? Where are they going? Okay, they didn't go in here this time. And I should probably follow where they are going. Looks like they're probably just workers going to work. Okay, wait, a truck just came in. I didn't see where it went. Right, let's follow this truck. You are going... Right, over to that building. So we're seeing them go to the log yard and that one. So let's see what happens when we reverse this now. Okay, now this is the exit lane. And that means they can come back into the area, which is probably alright. It also sort of looks like they can't go straight on. Let's grab our tools here. There it is. So I should let that one... In fact, that should really just be straight over, and this one should just be a right-hand turn, right? That's the better way to use those lanes, I believe. Oh, and they flipped around. And there is lights. We do not want lights here. Let's turn those lights off. I think we can do that the vanilla way here. Right, and stop is give way, right? You give way to the other traffic, but I'm got no idea in what way I should set that up. No idea whatsoever. Probably put them here, right? You gotta wait and look to your left. Right, so now this road isn't getting any use. We'll wait and see what happens. I really don't understand why everyone hates The Last Jedi, says Awesome Kitty. The Last Jedi, which one is that? The first 3 movies are great. I think the second one is the best. The third one kind of has some like obvious market appeal stuff going on in it. But then when it comes to the Disney reboot, we won't talk about those other 3. When it comes to the Disney ones, was it the first one they did or the second one? They kind of like set up all of the anti-hero kind of norms, right? They set it up to do all the things different with the characters, not just do the typical stuff where the hero wins, that kind of thing. And then they kind of like undid it all in the same movie. It was a bit strange. Yeah, this looks like it works well as a sort of cheeky exit. Now the question is, how do we line up the next bunch of stuff to take advantage of that? I'm now starting to think that even when I'm like looking at what's going on, I still don't know what's going on. There certainly is stuff coming out of here and just shooting off and actually going off. So they're taking these things and they're selling them. Whereas I thought they would bring them here. But what do you mean with the first 3 movies? The prequel or the origins, says Northie. I mean the first 3, you know what I mean? The ones that are good. Not chapters 1, 2 and 3, not the rubbishy ones. Right, let's just build. Let's just build and expand. So we're gonna have 40,000, and now we need to provide for more of this stuff. So let's go ahead and expand into the next area. Like this. And we'll also have a connection there. Oh, I like that ramp. That ramp's nice. We've broken up the fence a little bit. I would like to know what type of fence that is and rebuild it some more. But there we go. Now we can put in some bigger industry stuff here. I wonder if we should have that road come through the middle here. All the way through. If ever we need it, we probably could. Anyway, ooh, that's cutting through the terrain a little bit there. That might have something to do with this stuff. We'll leave it be. We'll leave it be. Okay, so 40,000, right? And now we've got some sawmills in here, and they do 3,200, and we have 1, 2. Wait, is that a sawmill? What are they complaining about? Not enough raw materials. Should be plenty of raw materials here. Storage most balanced, but it's full. That's no surprise, right? This is full. How can you be short of materials? I wonder if this one-way road somehow messes with... another one just had a complaint about it. Messes with the connection between the two. I'll tell you what, if it does... It does have a problem. Let's give it a way back in. Okay, so 3,200. So, what was that? 9,600? So let's just round it up. Let's say that's 20,000. We need to get over another 20,000 in here. And to kind of go against what I was just describing, we wouldn't actually want to put them there. We want it to be nearby. So we're aiming for 40,000. That's got a capacity of 40,000. That's storage. Is that the one? That's the one. Oh, that also does 3,200. This stuff must just be worth more or something. Okay, so we want to do 6 of these, I think, if not more. That is bonkers. Now, what's going to connect power? Let's use office. The power of offices. We're going to put an office building here. And that should extend the power grid, I hope. If not, we might need an extra office just over on this side. There we go, it's connected. Awesome. Hey X, awesome game. I'm a sort of city planner to be knowledge enough, I think, says Mascom. The Awesome Kitty says, yeah, it's stupid to argue about what Star Wars movies are amazing and terrible. Well, I'm just letting you know my opinion. Like, the reality is, like, if you enjoy any of them, that's great. If you can enjoy them and have fun with them, then, you know, enjoy them and why worry about it? But people like to discuss this stuff, right? Like to share our opinions. Okay. How profitable is this area now? We're losing money. Great, that's fine. That's fine by me. I think we're going to put another storage yard for this area, somewhere around here. Kind of looks like this road could have been a teeny tiny bit longer. And then maybe that means, yeah, turn up here. Send a road down the back there. All the way down the back here. And for some reason I've built it all with one-way roads. That is silly. Right, they're making use of that, aren't they? Oh, there's a one-way road section there as well. Okay, and then we can put a big old storage bit over on this side as well. Large blah 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 words. And you want water. Oh, everything. All the complaints. My cat has stolen my desk chair, says Ellis. By stolen, I think you mean occupied it. I'd be pretty alarmed if a cat managed to steal a chair and hide it from you. Right, and now we've got the next level up here. Here I am building, you know, all these crazy farms, and then now I probably want to upgrade them again, right? So let's go over here. So that is it. It's kind of the same size. Fascinating. So the large one does 9,600. Oh, wait a minute. It's a sapling one. Huh. Extractor needs to be placed on. So it is essentially the same thing. But then there's a large tree planter. So maybe it's something to do with the size of the plot, perhaps, here. Maybe I won't mess with that just yet. We've got wood chip storage. And we can build some fences. What was the other thing it would have added? That's the one, engineered wood. So that probably is fancy and worth a lot of dosh. Let's go ahead and slap one of those down here. And now we've got lots of trucks whizzing in and out of this area. It looks like quite a few of them come through here. Okay, there's probably some improvements that we could be made here, because we've got crossroads for a fair bit of traffic. I'm going to start off by upgrading the road type. Let's make that have a larger bandwidth. And then let's make it day and modify some... No, not that one. Ooh, junctions. That's the one. Okay, so unless there's like large amounts of traffic, I don't think those lights are going to do too much. So we've got a whole bunch of trucks coming out of that area and heading into here. Looks like they're getting this stuff and then probably going to bring it back. Or not. That one's going out of the city. Anyway, we're turning a profit now. That's good. If there is solar energy here, do you require fossil fuels? How earth-friendly is this? Is your city killing the ecosystem? These are important questions, says Space Elliot. There are eco-friendly options available, but I don't think there's too much of a penalty. There's not too much of a factor for environmental, like not long-term anyway. It's just like there's pollution for a while and then, you know, you get rid of it. Ooh. Crime rate is high. Who's been stealing our logs? Okay, they've been caught. They've been caught. Well, we've got a bustling old area over here, and we're rapidly approaching the next level. And we're turning out a profit. Cool, right, we've focused on that for a while now, haven't we? I think we should check out some of the other stuff going on. Oh, has anyone been using this road to get anywhere? Probably not, because it's all over in this space. Right, where do we go? Oh, another fire. You've got to... I thought that thing was on fire for a second. I want to build a fire tower now. I'll build one over here as well. Hopefully it will help. He's running off with a couple of shrubs, says Dean. He's got a couple of shrubs to his name. So, what do we want to do next, peeps? Do you have any ideas, thoughts, things you want to see? Eventually we'll develop something over here. We can continue developing this. I kind of feel like it might be a good idea to take care of the water system here. It's getting worse and worse. And we have actually... What are we due to unlock? Ah, Echo Water Treatment Plant, right? Anything else that we might start to use? Cargo airport. And then you get... Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so actually it turns out the next population landmark is what would unlock some stuff to do water. So how about we focus on... Hey, we got a trash issue, right? How about we focus on getting an extra 4,000 people in the city. And that will actually require building some industrial area, I believe. Or offices. What was I going to look at? Trash. No, we just had some traffic issue with that over here. Okay. Sports complexes, Shane. I'll tell you what we don't have. We don't have a football stadium yet. We'll need to build that at some point. Let's see if we can find a spot to build some offices. I mean, I could build some over here, but I don't really want to start in this area unless I know exactly what I'm doing. I think we decided to reserve all of this space. I don't think offices would look particularly good branching out into this area. I feel like a lot of what we're looking at here should be left alone. And then an area like this would be filled up. But it's quite far from the city. We are, of course, going to come over here. And then I don't know if I want to do something up in this space. That's an interesting intersection. That's very much set up for expansion, really. Maybe I could put a road over here and put some offices in, but they're so lonely from the city. This is a crazy big... That's a crazy intersection right there. Then we got some more... Maybe over here somewhere. Again, it feels like all of this will eventually get filled in, right? Like, look, there's even room to do some big, like, train thing. Like, we'll build a mega city here eventually. And so I guess it probably will fill up this space. Yeah, maybe we'll look at this spot here then. And I reckon a bridge going across, as well as this intersection, might be a nice way to tie it up. And if we look at how far between intersections there is here, this is really the spot to go and put a bridge, I think. So let's look at doing that. Couplex says, I'm so hyped about Sky Factory 4's release sometime today. Can't wait to play it. Couplex, give me the lowdown on Discord about it, man. I might be tempted to play it on a stream or something, you know? Actually, yeah, just saying it just makes me think, oh yeah, why would you not want to play a little bit of Sky Factory on a stream? I reckon we should go for one of these roads across from one side to the other. We'll do it with bicycle lanes, because it's the same type. No, it's not quite the same type of road, is it? We'll do it with bicycle lanes, though. Okay, back to daytime, please. I think what we're going to do... Might use a little bit of anarchy for this. I want to get a... somewhere around the middle here. Nice, tight turning. So let's see what anarchy does here for us. Yeah, let's see, that's kind of... a little bit stretched there, but I think that's reasonable. Okay, now we turn the anarchy off again. We're going to bring this out to about here. So we've got this kind of parallel road duality going on. I think one of these settings is messing... It's that one. It's messing with the terrain height. I don't actually like it there. Maybe we can fix that. Anyway, let's put it back on. So now what we're going to do is turn the corner. The Awesome Kitty says Sky Factory is such an amazing mod pack. It is really, isn't it? Isuma, how about you give your city a name? It could just be a fun little thing, and chat could also join in. Oh, we did. I did. I came up with a name, and then we never named it, and I can't remember what it was. Ah, jeez, that's kind of silly, isn't it? Okay, right. So now we're going to go across here. Yeah, this is totally doable. Let's turn on anarchy. Well, that being said, it kind of actually needs to come... Oh, good. What? Why are you so twisted? Oh, it's because I'm not using the straight road. Okay, so let's step it back a moment. Let's try all of this again. I'm going to build a nice parallel to that road there. That's the angle. Now we need to get the height good. Can I dip you down and not lose that position? That, I can't tell is high enough or not. Oh, I think it is. Okay, so now ooh, it's got oh, okay, it removes them. That is way too high. It's just way too high. Come on now. Clearly. We'll try again. We got a noise in the air. It's Helios. Helios. I don't know how to say it. Helios. Thank you ever so much for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time hanging out with us. So I'm going to slow it down because we're raking in the money. We don't need to constantly run at fast speed, and we can enjoy the city a little bit more. Enjoy watching the traffic flow or not flow. Okay. There we go. I'm going to take a risk and say that that's good enough. Oh, and it's making a support in the middle, just at the right spot as well, and then it removes it. That could probably be one lower, but I am kind of happy with that. Oh, if you look at the height of the lamppost, that's actually a really good indicator. Okay, so all looking pretty good. I'm not sure if I like this bit here though. Let's just rebuild that. Not like that though. Do we have another noise in the ear? We do! Oh, I guess it's when it goes off the land that it decides to do that. It's just the way it works really, isn't it? Sibelian is here, subscribing for 2 months of Amazon Prime. Sibelian, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying the city's Skylines experience. That's what I'm calling it now. It's now an experience, peeps. Anyway, thank you so much for the support. That's great. I think that's a great, nice little overpass. Now, what we will have is this type of road here, which is that one, eventually coming down to ground level. And although it looks ugly, that will probably do. Ugh, is all I can say to that. Let's try again, actually. Okay, so I think I'm going to need to use one of the anarchy. In fact, the anarchy might be the reason it's kind of going goofy. Maybe not. I have an idea now. I have an idea for this area, right? Oh, it's probably the straight slope that's messing with it. Anyway, I just had another idea, so we'll forget it. Why don't we have like a road system of like elevated roads in this area? Okay, so this can be like a grid that's above everything else, because we've got a massive area here to work with. Okay, so I'll give myself a rough idea. What if we have like a grid and all other roads connect to it? That could be pretty interesting. And it's always raised, so roads can go underneath. If we do that, I think they probably need to be a fraction higher than what they currently are. I think it sounds like a good idea. Let's go throw down a straight road underneath. Oh, no. It's 4, which is usually a good... Yeah, look at that. That, I think, is a very cool idea for this area. Now, we'll probably build into this space and through there into this space and then leave all this hilly area. Seems good to me. Also, this road kind of feels like maybe it should go over here and connect up to that intersection. Let's give it a try, actually. Let's just put it down and see how it feels. Alright, let's continue. More the Assume Avoid experience we enjoy, in my opinion, says Jackazeus. The Assume Avoid experience. Sounds like a podcast. That idea is amazing, says Mascom. It is, isn't it? I think it could be really interesting. Let's get this road sort of peeling, kind of parallel. Kind of want it. Yeah, here's the problem. Let's make it straight, just one more block. I sort of want it to be parallel to that road when it curves. So it's going to come around to here, and then we're going to have it shimmy on around to this space. Okay, now let's get it to go straight. That's kind of nice, and then it's going to peel away from that road. And this is quite a small junction here, and it's like highways going onto small roads, so they have to slow down. This needs some upgrading right here. We need some highway action. I like this dance music as well, like ambient dance, good. I think we'll go with 2 lanes. Doesn't make sense to have more than that here. That will come out into this area somewhere. And for now, just that. I know it's a bit quirky. I might remake it at some point. Okay, so we got this interesting possible shortcut through that area. We have to be careful when connecting big areas up together, though. You might find you generate a lot of traffic, like it's quicker than the highway. Now, somewhere around here, what I think I'd like to do is kind of build an area that cuts off this highway. Okay, ideas are flowing today, peeps. Ideas are flowing. I apologise if I'm being a little bit chatty and ignoring chat. You know, ignoring. Jeez, surely I could pick a better word than ignoring. You know, distracted from chat. That sounds so much better. Here's an idea. So we've got a straight slope. Let's use this tool, and let's go up by 2 blocks. Now we have raised the land, but not enough. So let's come back. Let's go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now we're kind of creating deliberate height. If I go like this, that height stays with us. Now, what happens if we build offices in this space? So I'm thinking about creating like a wall between these areas, right? Are the offices going to raise up? Is the land going to reach this height? We could just use the landscaping tool. But I like the idea of creating a sort of barrier in front of these roads. Also, I don't think anything's actually going to come over here yet. We do have office time. There we go. Okay, so that might give us an edge. I like that. Sorry, you're getting bulldozed. Welcome to the area. Goodbye. Let's try it again. Okay, so I'm going to go. Let's go 1, 2 to there, and now I actually want to make the next one a curve. 1, 2, and then we're not going to do any more height. I kind of want to get this next bit perfect. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. How far out do we come? That's kind of good. That has worked out pretty well. Okay, this last bit here that's going to straight. This is where we're going to end this project. This is going to come down 2. I don't want to snap to the one I want it to snap to. Okay, and then we'll just bring it down like that, yeah? Okay, let's remember to swap that tool back. Alright, that's pretty good. Randy says that road's too weird. You think? Does it not work? Let's put some office buildings in and see if we like it or not once there's stuff here and it's a bit more developed. JC Hill says most places use barriers, assuming he uses buildings. We could do a mixture. We could do a mixture, potentially. It's okay now, but the way you had it at first. Oh, okay. I kind of like this. It's just quite different. Now, I also feel like there should be a road under here. Let's go change the time. Let's go grab one of our cycling roads and just kind of lay that down. And maybe just bring that across there. It's a ramped road as well. I almost kind of like that. Has it messed with the slope here? It has. Don't really want it messing with the slope. Right, now one of these buildings might just get trashed. Or two of them. Okay, that's definitely better. Let's do that again, but let's use that tool. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so now when it comes to these buildings, I'm going to cancel those, bring that in, give it all of that. They want water! Complaints are arriving. Sweet, sweet complaints. That's the sign of progress, peeps, when you're getting complaints. What I missed, just got here, says Goose. Great question. We started off by working on our industry over here. We expanded it massively, mahoosively. We built a custom intersection and some interesting looking roads, and now we are turning a profit. Wonderful, beautiful. Then we've kind of looked around at these areas, realised that we're going to build an absolute metropolis in this space here. This is going to be the bulk of the city, right? We're going to leave this as like a park between the areas. Most of this will probably be left alone. Probably build a little something here in this space. Going to keep the farmy look of all of this, I reckon. Maybe do something with a little bit of space over here. This area is a little bit close to the edge of the map, I think. And same goes for all of that there. So we're looking at expanding into this space. And we're going to have raised roads. We're going to build a grid of raised roads for this entire area. It's going to be an interesting one. For this right here, though, we're building raised office buildings to kind of create a border, and it's working pretty well. So the demand for office is going down. We're creating commercial demand. I don't know where we'll build any more commercial stuff. Could put a little bit of it right there, actually. Let's do that, since we're going to have like some built-up stuff on the opposite side. Let's see what we can do with this road. I kind of like how close it is to the highway, right? Does it get closer or further? It seems to say pretty parallel. What happens if we do that? That's kind of weird. It stops the offices being available. I think we might need a little bit of landscaping tool here. That is not a landscaping tool. Neither is this. Actually, it is. Why did I think it wasn't? I don't know. Okay, so we click here, I believe. And then drag to the... Oh, good God! Thank you for the undo button. Okay, I don't know. Oh, wait, the undo... Okay, okay. Right click to get the level... Okay, something's wrong. I think the tool that we're using here is messing... Wait, am I... See, I've got this brush size here. This is... something off here. It's water. Third one from the left, says JC. That's soften. I kind of want level. Terrain height. It's got it written on the left. So now, that's what I was looking for. Okay, let's leave it like that, because that should... Because we've got like a 2 height system here. That should allow us to put in the offices, yeah. Let's have offices all the way down here. Although it doesn't seem to like some of this terrain very much. Let's see if we can improve it. Let's go back up to this spot and right click And I can see some little contour lines that we might be able to freshen up here. They might be doing something. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. That hasn't helped. Is that more of its height? Yeah, it'll be what it'll be. It'll be what it'll be, peeps. Okay, let's go back to that road. I kind of like the idea of it slipping under here, but this is just too low. That being said, let's get rid of straight slopes for this next bit. If I just build an extra section to about there. Ew. Maybe we do need that, straight slopes. Let's build a half section actually, or just that much. See, I'm thinking... That kind of works. Then it can continue over to this way somewhere. We've got water problems, and it is just these extra new buildings that we put in. Right, they should be good. And all of these have popped up. Wonderful. And we've got nothing going on down here. That's fine, that's fine. Your brush strength is way too high, says Christoph Berger. Yeah, it could be way too high, but the way it looks right now is fine for me. It is a bit rough, but I'm okay with it because we're not doing anything too drastic here, it feels like. That being said, that's clearly cutting it a little bit right there, cutting it close. We'll let these develop along before we give them power, just so we don't leave behind ugly power poles. Okay, now we should be seeing some residential expansion, but what's weird here is that we ain't. That's what's weird. We're trying to get the population up, remember, peeps. So we built some offices, so we created some jobs. Maybe they just wanted regular industry, which I wasn't really prepared to build. We could put an industrial bit in here, just nestled in with these offices behind. Not the prettiest of things, but it's possible. I'm just going to go for it. All of this is just going to be some heavy old industry now. And talking about, like, creating traffic through... No, this is a bad idea for traffic. Like, we don't want the heavy stuff coming through this road. People will move to the areas with higher land value first, says Tuxaban. Well, this is the highest land value we got right here. Maybe it's just too expensive. Maybe it is too expensive. Maybe you can just fill in a few more little bits and bobs, alright? A couple more things here and there. Let's put a high roads block in these two spots. I like the idea of them filling up the corner there. Maybe that spot as well. Speaking of which, I mean, that started developing straight away, so people want to move in, just not over here. Just not over there. That's slowly doing something. Hey X, I'm watching you since years and I've never told you how I'm a big fan of you. Keep up the great work. Your videos are amazing. You seem a very warm-hearted person. I love it. Thank you for the lovely message, Jackie Sia. And thank you for watching all the years. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I Live Cat says I wouldn't want to move in here. Oh, jeez, Cats. Putting my city down, are you? Can't believe it. All this time and effort and care that I've put into this project, and Cats is just slaying it. Just saying it ain't good enough. Let's go back to this grids. I think we're going to have to start to develop this area a bit faster then and put some residential in it. I like the idea of it continuing to go just over here. Now let's get that height looking good. The height of the road actually is like pretty tricky here. Because it doesn't stay at the same height. But if I bring it over here, then it almost can because it comes back down again. So we have to pick where it looks level. That's kind of nice. Maybe one more? So now it looks super level. And how does this actually... Oh, if I'd have gone back by 1, that would have been perfectly in the middle, right? Perfectly in the middle. Where did we start that? Probably about there. Let's try that again. So we want that perfect in the middle, which is probably that one. That's almost perfect. That's good. That's good. We've got the height thing going on. So this might come down here and join this road and create some sort of intersection thing. Who knows? Right, now we should probably design the roads that go underneath. I actually have a pre-built thing somewhere around here as well. We've got a noise in the ear from Conboy, who's resubscribing for 35 months. Conboy says, almost to the Emerald Face Woot. Indeed, I was about to say it. 1 more month, Emerald Face in chat for Conboy. Conboy, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This is what I'm looking for right here. Peeps, this is what I'm looking for. So, it's kind of pre-built layout that we could potentially flip and build parallel and whatnot. It's got that main road though. I kind of don't want that main road. We could downgrade it once it's been built. Does this fit over here? No, it wouldn't fit in there just because it's too big. What about this space? Could use anarchy and deliberately force it in. Could actually do anarchy there and then remove those ones on the corner. We could use this sort of pre-built layout and rotate it a few times, and that'd help us get the whole thing done a little bit quicker. Right, so we're going to destroy that. Do you know what I just realised as well? If we move this down a little bit, this road, now that we've got this perfect bridge, you know what, the bridge, we'll build another bridge, it'll be perfect as well. Okay, let's go back to this road. What road are we? I've forgotten already. How terrible. We're that road. Suma Suma Town, says Northie Plays. Oh, I want to remember what the name I had was. I had a really good one. Void Town as in avoid it. Lol, just kidding, says not a number. Avoid Town. How about Strapping Young Town, says Rockdor. That's funny. Strapping Young Town. Rosy's YMC is here resubscribing for 13 months in a row. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 13 months. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And I appreciate you using the Prime on me. Thank you. Again. Saying it too much, jeez. Right, that looks kind of amazing. And the support, I think it's pretty good. It could, maybe if it were one further back, it would look a little bit better. So let's do it from this side. Okay. So we're trying to get that straight snap. Can I see it? That's the straight snap. Then we want one, and we want those nicely distributed supports. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Alright, so we've built this raised up road. The train height is really going to mess with this project if we're not careful. Already I can see it's messed with this road. Okay, so we're going to come in here and get rid of that. And then we're going to bring this all the way over here. Then we're going to refer to that road layout that we got. So what we need is a square. Oh, yes. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this, peeps. We've got a noise in the ear from Emma Lou Didu. Resubscribing for 29 months in a row. Emma Lou Didu, thank you ever so much for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying the stream. I hope you're hanging out and having a good time. These roads won't be cycling over in this city. Oh, no, these roads, they won't be able to get up on their bikes. Poor little roads. All they ever wanted to do is ride a bicycle, and we took it away from them. Oh, I'm a monster. Yeah, that's me taking the mick out of me saying that wrong, because I realised that I said that roads be cycling, right? Ooh. Cuplex. That sounds amazing about Sky Factory 4 right there. That sounds like really, really interesting. DLC for the mod pack. Right, I'm not getting a good read on this grid. I I want to... How am I going to do this? Let's come over here. Actually, this is probably the easier way. Let's go down. I'm going to need to get rid of that now, aren't I? So level with the grounds. Yeah, I think that works. We've got like a bit of a problem there, is what's going on. So on this side, I can go... Is that with the ground? 5 is with the ground, and then that's in the way. Which kind of makes sense, actually. Well, maybe I don't have to do this with perfection in mind, right? Maybe we just kind of eyeball it a little bit. I'm looking straight down. When we hit the grid here, we could... There we go. I'm going to line it up so we just come across the curb with that circle shape. Okay, so if I click there, we're coming across the curb. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm doing? We'll get rid of this road. Okay, coming across the curbs, and we're going to need anarchy. That doesn't look so bad as well. Just can't walk on that side of the road. Okay, so those are going to be our anchoring points. And now we need this thing. We got one. Wait a minute, we've got anarchy on as well though, don't we? Probably got anarchy on. No, don't have anarchy on. Okay, so we're going to have one there. One over here. Then we need to rotate it. With sound effects. Does it snap to the... Look, it changes the rotation so it's parallel. Brilliant. And that, my friends... It's crazy is what it is. It's crazy. Crazy like JZ. Okay. I've got to stop saying that. I'm pretty sure no one likes that. I'm the only one who laughs at that joke. Okay. I know how we're going to connect these up because it has presented thyself with the solution. We're going to break all of these roads. We're going to grab our big burly roads. And we're going to go... straight slope. Will that do it? Come on. Anarchy. Anarchy everywhere. Anarchy in the UK. I know what to do. There is one more tool available to us, and it's this tool. Yes! Yes, it looks amazing. Oh, jeez, why did that happen? Okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, maybe it's a little... Maybe we need to come across the road first. This is cool, we're seeing it at night time. Oh, I'm getting so distracted. I'm so lost in thought. Let's bring it out to that line first. Oh, good God, what did I just do? Wait, I am so confused. I clicked on the wrong thing. Ugh. Okay, like that. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm supposed to have it so it should be a straight slope. It's a couple of times now it's sort of not done the straight slope trick, right? I had to do it twice in a row there. Maybe it messes with the terrain and then when you try it again it sort of unmesses with it. What's going on with this road? Why has this road got no lights? Just the road with no lights down there. Right, what's chat think of what we're doing? Maybe make a district with roads spelling out your name. I don't know. I think it just looked like nah. I don't think I'll do that. I mean, not a bad idea. It's a little bit self-aggrandizing. I mean, kind of putting your own name into a city, but I just it will look like letters, won't it? And I'm not sure that'll look any good. That's cool. All right, so awesome distribution into these spaces, and over here, I believe. Now, we lined this thing up with the curves in mind. I wonder if we can recreate this part of the grid. Okay, so it's like 1 and 2, which is a number I need to know. 1, 2. Oh, I've got to be super duper careful because I've left on the wrong settings. Okay, let's put it back to normal. Okay, like 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, then this road goes through there. In fact, what you probably want to do is put it in the middle first. That is the middle. Ah, now you want to create. Now you want to create. Will it let me then do that? It will. Okay, so if ever we want to mess around with expanding, we've got that set up to do so. Looking from up here, kind of feels like it'll work, kind of looks good. Well, that intersection doesn't look too bad, says Goozer. Glad you think so. I think all the intersections look pretty good here. We're going to downgrade the roads, though. These ones are not necessary, I believe. They're a bit over the top. At least for what we're doing. Oopsie! Jeez, I knew that was going to happen. Excuse me. Oh, that was a burp escaping. I had some good food today, peeps. I had some good food. Let me tell you about what Asuma's been eating. Oh, you've been waiting all stream. When was he going to tell me what he had for dinner? Oh. Look at what happens when you give me a microphone. Ooh, we can put it straight through there. So, and it's a cycly one. You're allowed to cycle in this part of the city. That's the rule. So, what did I have to eat? That is the big question, isn't it? That is the big question on everyone's mind. What did I eat? I made myself... Right, I've been making this a lot. I love this. I love this. I don't know if I've talked about it that much, though. I have wild boar sausages, right? Wild boar meat, basically. But I take off all the seal around the sausage and chop it up into lots of little bits. Cook it with some red onion and some normal onion in a pan. Get the onions going first, you know. Maybe a bit of coconut oil in there, some good healthy fats for cooking with. And then you want to put in some Philadelphia. Okay, get that cream cheese in there, right? Mix it all in. So you got onions, you got cheese, you got your wild boar meat, and then you put in paprika. Oh, it makes it slamming, I tell you. Oh, it's so tasty. So tasty. So you get this gorgeous, rich, creamy meat full of onions and it's lovely. It's lovely, I tell you. And then I cooked it with some... Now, I'm going to butcher the name, but I think it's Alhambra or something. It's a special type of rice, and it's a very slow cooking rice. It takes about 25 minutes to cook. Okay? Now, what I do is I get some vegetable stock, I put it in with some hot water, and I mix in some Dijon mustard, some turmeric, some garlic granules, and there was one other thing I put in it, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, what you do is you put your rice in a pan and you slowly cook it. You slowly tip more and more of that vegetable stock and hot water mix, just a bit at a time, right? Slowly cook it up. And then, yeah, it takes about 25 minutes. And then Alvino says, please stop, I'm vegetarian. Well, skip the meat and have it with tomatoes. Works really well. The rice, that flavour of rice with tomatoes, that's the original recipe that I learned. And then I took a bit from another recipe and mixed them together, and they worked really well. Man, it's like they just need one little building over here. Look at the damage I've done to this area. Mayor Asuma, you've built a thing. Let's give them some power already. They've been needing it for a while. We'll put a little building there that's going to mend the divide. All right. So this whole thing, I reckon, should be a mix of residential. Why don't we do like a mix of everything? Okay. I like the idea of high rises right up against these roads. So we could put high density commercial. Then we could have high density residential, and perhaps in these sections offices. Let's just go for it. Let's just absolutely go for it, okay? Going for it is what I'm going to do. Let's see how this all works. We'll do one half to begin with, right? We'll do a half, then the other one. If I'm going to do any half, I should do the one near where we have power. or are about to get power. Mr. Polymaths is too soon. Too soon for what? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Polly. Let's do that. And then to hit. That seemed to start straight away that time. Okay, and that's going to look awesome. Right, we do want to put parks, and I think I can see a good spot for a park. Let's go pick one. That is a bit too big. That is a bit too small. Plaza, maybe? Big posh fancy one. Doesn't quite fill up the space. Let's see what else we got. Tropical garden. That sounds really nice, actually. I'm going to put you here. That's going to make this central area a real hub. I did the rotation wrong. I don't think I did. Kind of want to just reach over. Wrong size. Reach over to this space. Okay, they want water of all things. Goodness me, what are you, thirsty? Right, let's start to build a bit of a grid here, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to get the job done. Anyway, that's what I was eating today. Randy says, X, when you make the rice, you never put saffron in as seasoning. Oh yeah, I didn't put saffron in, I put chives in right at the end. That's the other thing you put in. But you don't do that first, you do that right at the end before you're serving. Put in some chives, makes it pop. Don't put too much turmeric in as well. When I cooked it today, unfortunately I put a bit too much. I went a bit ham with it, had a bit of fun, and it's quite salty. But I could eat it. I just like food. It can be poorly cooked and I'll eat it. Okay, so now we want to put in our high residential. I like the idea of these things here in the middle being high-rise blocks. And then maybe we have like a grid of other stuff around it. We put offices, could all be offices really. Just like that. Do you know what else we're going to need? We're going to need paths. We always neglect paths. Traffic, public transport. Got to think about the paths. Right, how is this still not connected up? They must really want to live in this city, I tell you. It looks like the zone that I made disappeared. So let's go back into the landscaping tool. We want to kind of click here and... Right, it's the strength, people were saying. It's the strength of the brush that's kind of funky here. Yeah, we're probably going to use soften after that. Okay, now let's use this. Is that soften? Oh, that seems... Yeah, that seems to be a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, that kind of looks like it's doing the trick. Let's go check out the land development. Nope, it doesn't like it at all. Alright, you win. You win. Here's your power. Alright, quit complaining. Right, the grid hasn't quite connected up yet. I think it might be a good idea to make not quite all of this. Let's make these blocks here low residential. So we'll do that pattern. So we would mirror it over here now, right? We're going to go... These ones are offices. Down the sides. Then we're going to have these blocks of high density. And same on the other side. And then we're going to put in this. And they just want some power, that's all they want. Using terrain tools in city skylines is hard, says Alvino. Yes, it is. Apparently I missed the spot with the zoning. I used to have rice and fried eggs over medium, says Inivev. Rice and eggs, I don't think I've really ever had that as a proper combo together. Oh yeah, I did miss a bit, didn't I? Well spotted, well spotted. Okay, well that's kind of awesome, isn't it? Got a new area developing. I feel like we're going to have to raise the land value up here to get these buildings looking really fascinating. But that, whoa! What a view! What a view. So what ways do they have into here? They can come in from all the way over here, which apparently one car decided to do. Then they have one connection there. And this will probably connect through to this area at some point, but we need to develop it more. So what about this road? There's like this memorial over here, and I feel like it should skip past that. Let's get this road connected. So from here, I think it's got about one more slice of grid in it. By the way, we're no longer using the straight slopes thing. Actually, no, we are using it. Ignore me. Don't know what I'm on about. Okay, I think I'm going to do that, and then that's kind of not what I was expecting. Kind of looks awful. We'll probably come back and mess with that another time, right? Because it looks kind of awful. But I like the way it slopes down from the hill over here. That's pretty good. Man, this area's buzzing. It's developing. If we look at our demands, the offices here are satisfying the needs of the citizens. Now they want more commercial. We go and give it to them, peeps. We gon' give it to him. Who's gonna give it to him? X, when you're done with your cities, will you turn them into maps? Says Alvino. I actually published my my previous stream world not so long ago. I published it so Biffa could use it. I said to him if he wanted to look at it or use it for a video or something, he was welcome to, because he's been doing like fix the traffic videos. Here's the thing, we don't have really any problems in that city that we built. Like, it's all pretty reasonable. By the way, I see people walking, which is fascinating. I think they're walking to work, and we can make their lives easier. So I did mention a moment ago, you know, we have this objective of getting our population up so that we can unlock the things to fix the water. But now, let's mess around a little bit here. Whoa, don't go on that, that's a death trap. What do we want to do? If I turn off straight slope, does that help? No. We want to probably do that one, I think. Oh, God. Maybe we use this to our advantage, right? Let's go back to this tool. What on earth am I doing here? There is a nugget of something here. Okay, now we go like that. That's slick. That is slick. I like it. Little way to get up there if you need it. Now I think what I want to do is put a fence in around here, or a brick wall. Park fence, how about that one? Let's have you go all the way down to there, and then you're going to have to do a little bit of curvy action. Now that gives more of this on this side, doesn't it? So now we can do something like that. Maybe this last bit a bit different. Cool, let's go back to the fence. That worked. So we'll do it again. Okay, and I don't think I'm going to add another connection, or at least I don't have a plan to. So we'll just let it go all the way across there and turn this into some good old high density commercial. And that's it, it's expanding. So yeah, look, this bit over here expanded with it. Awesome. Okay, just wanted to make sure that that happened, because the residential area we were supposed to be focusing was over there. Yeah, look, there is no doubt in my mind now that we have made this river bigger than it ever was. It is pushing the limits here. Okay, any more poopy water and we'll be in trouble. It almost looks like it could flood the industrial area down here, but it hasn't. There's a fair bit of traffic around here. We haven't looked at traffic this stream. We should probably do like a little bit of an overview check in a moment. And go through all the things. How's traffic doing? Like, a lot of traffic is going to come through here now. We might need more lanes in the future, but I like this setup. It's just an interesting experiment to me. Now, we have flatlined on all of our demands, which is interesting. I'm not sure what we can do to encourage more people to come in. Probably land value. Probably getting the land value up might help. So maybe we look at throwing in some parks and services over here. Okay, let's start with... Oh, do you know what else probably helps? Public transport. Let's start with small, one of these. Oh, look, that goes perfectly there. I reckon I might have to kick some people out of their houses, but let's go one either side. Okay, that should give it a pretty good bump. Now let's check out. I think I know what I want to do with these two. Oh, that's not a fire station. I'm going to put a fire station on that side, police station on this side, so some municipals in here. I think what we might end up doing is repeating this and having... although I did want to try and respect and keep the natural foresty areas together. Maybe I won't loop it and repeat it again, but this is a very cool experiment. Finchy says the chat is pretty chill, to be honest. It's because I'm like getting engrossed. Sometimes we have very talkative with the chat type streams. Sometimes I have very engrossed, and I think City Skylines is when I get engrossed, you know. Okay, so this time we'll put our medical facilities, which is not the crematorium. Actually, I was looking for this. Maybe at opposite ends. So we're going to have... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to connect any roads here. Let's just put it on that side just in case, and then over here will be where the other one is, even though it's not getting used right now. What about schools, elementary schools? Probably going to need 2 of these as well, right? Maybe we'll just do the same thing. One there, one over here. So we've got kind of a mirrored thing going on. And the high school, we'll probably just have one for the whole area. And we'll make an exception and put it kind of central. How far does that reach? Doesn't really, kind of reaches the opposite corner. We'll put our high school there. Nice. Nice! Right, will more people move in now to our city? Will they come over here and they go, this is alright? We need some more power, peeps. Time to bring in the geothermal nuclear reactor. The special one that I made up. Yeah, that one. Okay. Let's put in some more geothermal. Okay, that's taken care of that. Water is apparently still good, actually. This will be a problem again before long, so I think we'll go and add in an extra incinerator. Let's keep on top of the old death care by adding in an extra creme over here. Cool, and now the city should be happy. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute, too much poopy water. The poopy water is getting too close. Oh, we are working towards dealing with that. We need another 3,500 people in the city. Hey X, as much as I love Hermitcraft and this, there have been many mod packs recently that introduce new aspects. I know it's not really a thing anymore, but maybe you should try it out. By the way, you're my favourite, says Moddy Me. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you saying that. And I think I'm going to play Sky Factory 4. I remembered how much fun me and Ren had playing that together, and I want to check it out. I love watching the stream from a city planner look, says Mascom. I watched someone who is a city planner. In fact, there's a YouTuber who's a city planner who makes all really interesting city videos, and they review Minecraft and this game and talk about like how it relates to real city planning. They had quite a lot of positive stuff to say about this one, if I remember correctly. Let's go do a vitals check, right? So power seems to be good. Water's good, kind of. We just did that a second ago. We need to just up budget a tiny bit to keep on top of it. Trash seems reasonable to me. We could probably tone down that 7% that we're overdoing. Yep, something like that. Fire will bring up. I don't know why these are still just under. Anyway, school. We kind of have a lot of uneducated peeps, but that's alright. And then lots of university peeps. Happiness is pretty darn good. Just not so much on the commercial front. Okay, we know where our pollution spots are. Let's get rid of this. Traffic. Okay, 81%. We have dipped a little bit. Not really seeing gridlocks, just the high bandwidth areas around. So it looks like a lot of traffic. In fact, you can kind of see the problem here, right? Like, we funnel everything through this small road. So we don't have traffic lights. It kind of looks like there's just a constant source here. Now, what happens if I upgrade the first road, I'm thinking, or maybe even both? I'm really going to mess up all these buildings if I do both. But if we upgrade this to the second type, I want to do it just because, right? And then those can rebuild. Let's see what happens now. Oh yeah, and then we've got to go through the lights. Kind of looks like I might have made it worse. You know, maybe what would work better is having an underground... What is that? Oh, it's a bus stop. Oh, did I just goof the bus? No, did it just figure itself out? Well, anyway, what I was thinking of is maybe what if this were like an underground road here to connect there, but I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe it helps, maybe it didn't. We'll never know. Over here, looks like it probably gets worse and worse at certain times of the day. Yikes. We'll have to investigate some of that traffic again. Whoa, hello. That's interesting. You know, my instinct is like, what if these were all one-way roads? But that's probably not the way to do it. It's obviously the crossing traffic that's getting in the way and slowing this down. So we could try and pile up more traffic on this road by upgrading it. Does this do one way? It doesn't. This could actually be a highway road as well. Let's get a highway road here. So now there's like 4 lanes for them to pile up into. It might help, it might make it worse. They are piling up into those lanes. Kind of looks like I made it worse. Now we'll stick to a 2-lane, I think, makes the most sense. Right, now, if we wanted to... I really don't know. Priority, says Boke. Yeah, let's see if we can set up a priority using this, because I don't know much about that. Now, how does a priority work? Can you tell me, peeps? Manual traffic lights, change lane areas, lane corrector, disable despawning, clear traffic, add priority signs. Ooh. Click on a junction, click on the blank spots to cycle through. Does that give them priority? That, I think, was it. I think we just did it. They look a little bit more aggressive exiting here now. Cool, it does look like crazy traffic though, right? I mean, that might just be what we needed. That seemed to have helped, actually. Okay, alright, we were doing the vitals. Pollution. Noise pollution, that stuff will be everywhere. Fire safety. Let's get a fire thing here. Wait, don't you have to put it next to the road? That's not really next to the road. It's just kind of aesthetic now. Yeah, that was good. What do we got over here? Oh yeah, they're not really part of the project yet. Hey, this whole thing looks like it's close to filling out. That's good to see. We're not getting our population up though. Only a little bit. Public transport, we got just the one system really. We should probably add some more. Which reminds me I was doing paths. Unemployment is 2%. Amazing. Outside connections. Ah. Importing goods. Now there's a lot of commercial around here that isn't importing goods. And then exporting, we should see exporting is going on over here. And exporting is happening there. Oh, and you get to see the exporting trucks. Now it doesn't surprise me that they use this road to get to this. These things are useful. Who would have known? RJ Streck 4 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. RJ Streck, thank you for using the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying the stream, having a good time, hanging out with us. Now we get to see some land value. So really good over in this area. We need to improve it over here, that's for sure. Resources, districts, leisure, terrain height, heating, road maintenance, escape routes. What on earth is that? Radio coverage, destruction, traffic routes, tourism. Yes. Oh, tourism over here. Oh, we do? We don't. Strange. But yeah, this is our touristy area, so it makes sense. Tours. We haven't added any tour buses at all. There's all sorts of stuff we should be doing, right? I'm kind of reminded though of what we did here. This paths. Oh look, they're using it like crazy. That's no surprise. But we need more of that, right? Because we want to make a connection between this area where people are actually walking in this direction. That is a crazy long way to walk, people. Are you bonkers? Are you actually bonkers? Why are so many people walking here? They're walking to work, basically. We need to make their journey easier so even more people can walk. So I think all we'll do is build another path from this little section right here. Let's get the straight slope tool. Let's get the curve tool out here. And let's try and get parallel. You know, let's try and get a parallel project going on. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky like spelling Mississippi. Okay, we're going to bring it right up to here. I could use Anarchy and let it kind of get a bit too close. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, behave. Jeez. Let's get it on the always up. Let's use the Anarchy as well. Let's make use of it. Down to the grounds. I believe it has to start in that mode. So let's get it kind of... Okay, then go to this mode maybe. It's very hard to tell how close it is. Okay, that's good. Right, now... Aha! That's what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. Did it just destroy it? I think it did. Okay, and that's not looking so good. I mean, it's snapping, that's the problem. Don't want any snap right about now. In fact, it snapped the last time as well. We had another noise in the ear, by the way. Ali Bewa 2000 subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying the stream we're doing here today. Okay, so let's get it nice and close. Bring the height down to about there. Okay, now what I really want to actually do is have this connect to the path down there as quick as possible. We may just sacrifice a little bit of business over in this area by having this rapidly come downwards. Can I actually get it to go to the path? I think I can. Oh, did it connect? Let's go like that. Hey! God, so many people walking around here. Now it's got power issues. And that'll make the whole area have power issues. Jeez. Let's turn off the anarchy. Alright, there we go. Power's back. Quit your complaining. Oh, we've got a noise in the ear. It's Emma Lou Dee-Doo here doing the cheers, throwing the bits, saying, love to return to City Skylines. It's such a soothing game to watch. Isn't it just? Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know because I'm streaming. I'm not watching. It's certainly soothing for me. Thank you, Emma Lou Dee-Doo. Appreciate your support as always. Smoky Horizon says, hey X, just joined stream. It's X trying to make a working town or a crazy one. You know, the problem with this game is if you try and hold like an objective, you're probably going to need a list of notepads because you're going to get pulled in endless directions. Our objective is to have fun. We are just going in and being like, hey, let's do a little thing over here, and then hey, let's do a little thing over there. And we're trying to make our city work as well, in general. We're trying to make it work, but over here it's not working out very well. As you can see, the beach is extending because of all the poopy water. Creating a poopy water beach. Yeah, this area is cool. I think the traffic is starting to get a little bit much by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so we need some alternative connections in and out. Now, lucky for us, or maybe unluckily, you see, we can build another one of those here and bring it down there. That's good. Another way in, right? Over here, we've kind of forced our own hand a little bit. So maybe this whole high gridded road thing, it's going to continue from... Yeah, no, I think the way we set it up will be fine with... Oh, hello. Very good, very good. That's the one we were working on earlier. We'll go check up on it again. Anyway, while I was waffling and half making sentences there, what I was basically saying was I think it will look cool or good, or it'll be fine if we turn this one off the grid. Now it looks like it's not going to go quite to there. Maybe we don't want it to go right to there. Let's actually bring this out a little bit. We'll go there. Oh, that didn't... Ugh. Oh, good God. Oh, let's do that again. Right. Straight slope is on. Excellent. And we should now use this. Yeah, I want to go there. Beautiful. Not quite, actually. Where's my straight slope? I thought I was going to have a nice good old curve. There it is. You always have to do it twice. Even then, it's still a bit funky. Let's try it one more time. Let's use that tool. Get the grid line. That's the one we are looking for. Awesome. Okay, so now we create another connection from this side going over here and coming from over there. Maybe what we do is we build an intersection here at some point, but alternative routes of traffic or travel should be what we're looking for. We've got a noise in the ear from Danny Penguin doing cheers, throwing bits, saying loving the new Minecraft shaders you're using. Graphics are awesome. I've never heard that joke before. Jeez, thank you so much for the support, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. I can see an improvement we can make over here, by the way. 2-lane highway. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. Bam. Because 2 lanes to 2 lanes, right? Let's do it over here as well. Are you telling me that I have to use the anarchy? Ah, jeez! That's not what I wanted to do. We need an undo button. Peeps, we need an undo button. Right. Is that good? Yep, that's good. Anarchy back on again. Yeah, we are struggling. We actually got a lot of straight through traffic, which having a An underground road might have helped. I wonder if there is somewhere else here we can add another connection. Kind of made it very compact. I guess we could do something going from here to there, maybe. I like this, by the way. I love doing this sort of stuff in the cities. Like, oh look, they're using it as well. People love walking in our city. That's great. That is great. Walking everywhere. Quick, call Biffa, says Emaludidu. Yeah, call Biffa. Biffa will know what to do. X, make them drink the poop water. Jeez, make them drink it? That's terrible. Hey, we should, well, actually, we should expand this over here. No, we shouldn't. Look, we can't handle the traffic. It's probably the commercial buildings. If we zoom in a little bit, there are a lot of trucks. Oh, wow, that is actually chock-a-block. Actually chock-a-block. Wonderful. Maybe these traffic lights could get turned off. I think we need an alternative route of traffic and we need it quickly. So, oh, I can see something we could do. Let's have a little connection somewhere around here. Let's just check it out from a couple of angles, I'm thinking. So, we'll have it pretty much do the... No, we want a bit of curve and curve. Something like that might help. Bring in the traffic from somewhere else, alleviate this road. Might be able to do the same somewhere over here. Have a little bit of an alleviation road. That might be a cool idea. Let's see if we can not destroy the building in the process. Let's get the old anarchy going on. And I wonder if that will help or not. It kind of doesn't mess with much, although I wouldn't want to cross in front of... Like, there's going to be cars hurtling off of there for all the peeps walking. And so far, it looks like not much is using it. Well then. We also have this, and this isn't bringing in any traffic through that way. So if you're coming from down here, like, forget this little road, coming all the way through here makes sense. People are using it to exit. So I think what we probably need is a junction here, and that connects into it. You know, I reckon we could change this. Lizzie says, I believe X can fix it. Don't believe in me, Lizzie. I'm a derp. Have you forgotten already? We could put that there, right? And then it'd be like a crazy double intersection right next to one another. That'll actually probably fit in there. Now what we've got to make sure is that it's right-hand drive, and we have two types as well. So we have the raised, and then we have... Oh, raised roundabout? Raised highway. We want raised roundabout. Let's do that. That's wonderful. I could tilt and turn it a little bit. Ugh. Okay, gotta make sound effects, peeps. Gotta make sound effects. I've been telling you. It's all about the sound effects. That's how you build a city. Cool. Alright, we'll do a little bit more wiggle with the road here. Okay. I think we got this. What am I doing? Which type of road? That type of road. That's pretty much a straight line. As is that. Oh well, we'll do it like that, even though it does look a little bit funky. Alright, we have added an intersection with barely any pains at all. Now our lovely swooping road that comes down past this memorial here is going to get uprooted and rerouted into its new location. We shall grab the same road type, extend it forth. Okay, I think I've gone a little bit too far there. That looks pretty sweet if you ask me. Alright. I might even remove the connection on the other side and just make it all about this one. Also, what is up with that funky inner turn thing? I'm not sure if I like that. Because... Oh, I guess it's to stop... It's to stop, right, if you're coming around here, you go in front of other drivers, so you drop straight down there. That's actually pretty clever. Do we have We do have that here. That was the roundabout where things were getting backed up a little bit. Anyway, let's speed up the game. Let's change the time of day and just see if traffic comes through here or not. We'll see what happens. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! I looked over to the side and my screen has blown up. Whew! What is that, 15 people? We got a whole lot of gifted subs going on in this stream right now. If you are watching, don't be tuning out now, okay? Because I'm going to read out names, and that one of those names might be yours. We got gifted subs here from Emma Lou Didu. Emma, 10 new peeps, says Emma. Thank you so much for gifting the subs. I appreciate you supporting the community like that. It's very kind of you to do so. If you hear your name being read out loud, you are now a subscriber. We got Fire Time Lapse, During 79, Lighting Sunks, NCA Stelian, Pop Forever, Mr. Polymath for 5 months, Korzonkor, I think it's Korzonkor, Thick Tack, Jessa98, and Kaz from Wales. Thank you ever so much, peeps. I appreciate it. Oh, we're at the edge of the world. How did that happen? Oh, it's a massive lake. How have I not discovered that we have a massive lake in our world? Oh, I like the pier. Oh, jeez, I'm getting all sorts of distracted now. That's amazing. Oh, we've still got to build something down here. Look, there's definitely room for some seaside action later on. Seaside action. Also, Iraga has resubscribed for 2 months. Iraga, thank you ever so much for your 2 months of support. I appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy the stream today. Mr. Polymath says, "Why was my name said?" You are now subscribed, thanks to Emilu Didu. And I see some of the new peeps putting emotes in chat. Awesome. Okay, where are we at? We're at demand is up. We haven't reached our population goal to deal with poopy water. That's fine. But we really are going to struggle to expand this area with the current traffic situation. I am wondering, and I've got a feeling, that we might be able to upgrade this type without messing with anything. Look at that. So we can have at least a bigger bandwidth of traffic, which may help, may not. But at least, you know, I think we need it on these ones here as well. I didn't want to do it there, but we can anarchy that one. And we shall anarchy that one. We will have our way. It's all right down there. How much money are we making? We've kind of lost our massive weekly income, it seems. And they all want to make the right-hand turn, and they're all... Do you know, changing the lanes so they're more flexible might help. As I say that, I realise that you can turn right in the second lane, but they don't want to use it. They don't want to use it. Well, the traffic is certainly something. All the traffic in this square has to funnel through these artery roads. So we probably need alternative connections as well. Like maybe something as simple as this road, this cycle road that we've added here. Like, what if it were a... Oh, we've got more noises in the air. 1 second. What if it were also... Ooh, can I... Ugh. Okay, there we go. What if it was also an exit road? Like, let's see if anything comes and uses it. Ooh, I know what one that is. Let's go back over there. We got some noises in the air. It's Jess, PK77, gifting subs to Camaro, 8310, GL, Heavy Essie, and Daxinger. If you just heard your name being read out loud, you've been gifted subs by Jess PK. Jess, thank you so much for supporting the community. I appreciate you gifting those subs, and thank you. Thank you again for it. Truly do appreciate the wonderful support here on Twitch. Doing the streams, playing the games. That's what we do here. And I thank you again. Exit Country Road, did I? Could have well and truly said that. Let's go to this tab all the way to the end, we should... Yeah, there's still a few more rides to get. Apparently that is a thing. Oh, it's one of the details. So we can add in a new rides, and we'll just slap it there. And then we'll add in this. Oh, no, we won't. It's too big. It's too big! We could almost fit that in. Let's grab the path for this area. Now, what happens if I... Oh, God. Anarchy. Go on, then. Go on, then. Let's do that. And then let's go back all the way to the other end. It should be like a right click to jump further across. And oh, is that because of anarchy that we can do that? Yeah, I left it on. It don't want to go there. This is going to be tricky to fit in. I think I might just leave it alone now, actually. How much money does it make? It's losing money. Losing lots and lots of money. We could turn it off and have like an abandoned amusement park in our city. I mean, why not? And over here we're making a tiny bit of money. I don't know how to use these things to make lots of money. Biffa does. X, do you like country roads? Says Goofy. I do. I love driving down country roads. I love the countryside. X, the radio DLC called Country Road doesn't have country roads in it. Okay. Abandoned amusement park is best amusement park, says Jess. Should we turn it off for now? We'll open it again in the future after renovations. Right, everyone get out. We're turning it off. We're shutting it down. There's no more fun. Fun is not allowed in this city anymore. Here, look, our traffic's flowing rather well, it would seem. Is it because I added a little connection here? It is. Look, they used the alternative to get out of the city. Ah. That's good. Kind of makes sense, right? Maybe you give it an alternative to come in or an alternative to come out. But if you do one or the other, then you're going to see less of one type here. So we've got lots coming in, but it doesn't have the traffic lights slowing them down for the cars going in the other directions. So this looks like a good idea. Now I'm thinking the fact that it comes out here probably means that they get some choice about where they want to go next, which is good. So we probably just want to make this area look a little bit prettier in some ways. I think what I'm going to do is just rebuild this a bit, because we do want to put offices there. Let's come back to there. Let's get our cycle lane and make a nice little connection there. That's awesome. Now let's get our highway ramp. The highway ramp's actually going to come off of this end. Maybe like that to begin with, and then like that. So now they've got to go all the way over there. But that's cool, that's cool. I like it. Okay, so we also want to add something like that for this area. I wonder about putting in an underground road somewhere here. Like it could pop up and just go into this space. Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So over here, we're going to add in a underground road. It's pretty much going to go straight for the most part. And then somewhere here, it's going to turn to that spot. And then it's going to come up here. No, it doesn't like that. Got to do that last bit again. Hey, I'm trying to destroy stuff. Now we can see. Did my shuffle just pick a no song again? Did it really do that? The cheek. The nerve. Right, let's see what's happening here. It did! It randomized itself into silence. Yeah, that looks kind of okay there. I really wish you could make these roads a bit more parallel. Like this stuff right here looks so much nicer. But straight away we're seeing stuff using it. That's good. That's a good sign. So if you want to get to over here, you can use this and come around there. If you want to just exit the city and go that way. Oh my goodness me, there's connections down here though as well. The traffic in this game is amazing. Like how many things is my computer simulating right now? Goodness me. It's unbelievable. it's all just working on the fly. Couldn't imagine a game like this years ago. It would have seemed impossible. Got a little bit of traffic build up there, changing lanes in the middle. Oh, this might benefit from being a 2-lane roundabout, you know. But I won't mess with that now. We're just going to observe the city. We're probably ready to start expanding this as well. So let's remember our patterns, right? Let's get this zone going on. We're going to have our blocks. High-rises in the middle. We've got residential demand as well, so we can take care of this. And do you know what? I've just kind of noticed what time it is. We've been streaming for a long time. I get sucked into this game. Peeps, thank you ever so much everyone for tuning in today. I hope you had a good time. Be sure to hit the follow button before you head out of here if you haven't done that already. Jeez, why have you not done that? Were you not entertained? Okay? Jeez, I'll shut up now. Thanks for tuning in everyone. This is where we're going to wrap it up. We'll go do our raids, and I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered, and gifted subs. Also, thank you to all of the Patreons. Thank you to everyone hanging out in chat. Thank you to all the peeps. Not even saying anything in chat. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you had a good time coming by and hanging out with me. Now, we'll do a raid. I'll pick a random channel. Let's go check it out. Someone's doing a 1 square challenge. That sounds interesting. I want to check that out. That'd be a really cool idea for a stream, actually. Right, anyway. I'm going to go host this person. I don't know who they are. We're just trying to support someone in the community. And that is what we do here. Thank you, everyone, again. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.